Give me 1 sec to finish this bite. For me, anyhow.
Please direct your attention to the center court as Coyote Promotions CEO Mark Stallone and United Negro College Fund Regional Director Corporations Warren Williams deliver tonight's game ball. UNCF supports K through 12 public education by working to increase college readiness among African American students. By honoring UNCF, Coyote Promotions hopes to highlight their incredible work and inspire others to get involved in their mission.
Not hyperbole to say.
Operations Gunners is the FDNY Ceremonial Unit. And here to perform the Star Spangled Banner. Please welcome from the Broadway musicals, beautiful and Jersey boys, Matt Amira. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the ladies and gentlemen, Matt Amira. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Tonight's ladies matchup features the Marquette Golden Eagles and your St. John's Red Storm. And now for the starting lineup, first for the visiting Golden Eagles of Marquette. Starting at guard, 6'5", a senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 1, Cam Jones. At guard, 6'5", a junior from Dallas, Texas, number 2, Chase Walsh. At guard, 6'3", a senior from Reading, Pennsylvania, number 4, Stevie Mitchell. At forward, 6'11", a junior from Wellington, New Zealand, number 12, Ben Gold. And at forward, 6'8", a senior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 23, David Chapa. The head coach of the Golden Eagles in his 4th season, Shaka Storm.
Well, this will be.
Sophomore
Johns has struggled. They got to make some tonight.
They have lived inside the three-point line. Marquette typically lives outside the three-point line. It'll be a very interesting contrast tonight.
Absolutely, and I think the big thing is handling the basketball, getting in your sets, and accomplishing some success on the glass.
I was going to say, I don't know much about accomplishing much success on the glass. Starting lineup sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Cam Jones has been a dynamo all year for Marquette. He hasn't shot it great recently from three, but 22 points against UConn. And then for St. John's, Kadari Richmond, well-traveled. He nailed the game winner against Providence to save that one-loss season so far in the Big East. And Rick Pitino, he's brought so many teams into this building, and all he's done everywhere is won.
He's won on a consistent basis and really has awakened the masses here in New York. Deep and talented. You make some mistakes, you're not going to stay on the floor for him. And Shaka, know all about him from his VCU days. Aggressive by nature and really get after you.
St. John's and Marquette separated by one game in the Big East. First place on the line. Here we go.
Jason Benetti right now. The Warriors. Excuse me. Marquette goes the little man-to-man.
You're thinking about Al McGuire all day, aren't you?
Exactly.
This is pried out of the hands of Simeon Wilcher by Stevie Mitchell. Such a good defender.
And we will see a lot of those deflections on both ends of the floor.
Two teams that count them. I mean, two coaches who are so intense about defensive pressure.
Detailed, very much so. Checking on the clock early here. They got a spillage early. And in New York, it's generally not a Pepsi-Cola.
You wouldn't know after that 6 overtime game a bunch of years ago, would you?
Well, it was, yeah, of course, the Syracuse, Connecticut game. Our favorite place was closed.
Oh, is that right?
We actually had to go home.
Here's the spillage. Oh, that, you know what? That cup got some air.
It's the first time I was in New York where my wife didn't believe me. She thought I was misbehaving. It was 6 overtime.
Did you say, Joni, turn the game on? We're still going. Eric Devendorf's on a table. 2 deflections already. Ross the steal for Marquette. They score about 80 points a game. They're coming off a game where UConn just carved them defensively. A high-level execution game. That's knocked away. Beautifully done by Aaron Scott. R.J. Lewis attacking the rim as St. John's does all night long. And the rebound for Ross. Nice pass. Mitchell finds the ears on it. Can't get a shot up. Ross will. And knocks it down. He has been knocking him down with some consistency lately. That's his 27th of the year. He and Mitchell can really rag a guy. So can you. For different reasons. Chase Ross had that big 3 at the end of the first half. They stormed back in that game against Connecticut. Just couldn't close the deal. Lewis playing great basketball. A good attack mode, can make some threes. Scott as well can knock down a deep shot when they need one. Got to get some touches inside, either bounce or edgefer. Lewis got it over to Richmond, and that's an air ball. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Both of these teams really force you to grind offensively. No question about it. And Ross, one of those guys that can get after people on that defensive end, but complements with the ability to stick it deep and get to the rim. Raph, both teams like to play fast offensively, but force you really to work on the defensive end. And they really recover St. John's. You look at this closeout challenge and a great look for goal. He missed the 3, rebound for Lewis. Transition. Wilcher the find. And the 3 won't go for Jones. He couldn't clear the rebound. St. John's open 0 for 4. Now this is where they make their money, though. This defensive end, just so aggressive and tenacious. Got to get Jones going to the rim. He's got to finish a little bit. They're missing around the rim both late. Mitchell into Wilcher, who crowbarred him, and that's a foul. It's a good call. Crowbarring is a foul, if I'm not mistaken. It's 5 to 10 sometimes, depending on what you do with the crowbar. You know, the difficulty for Shaka is to rest guys, he feels, particularly Ross and Mitchell. They leave it all out all the time. Yeah, where does the depth come from? The freshmen and sophomores off the bench. Right, and get that opportunity in the guard and see how they handle it. out of bounds, and it is off of Wiltshire. Close quarters over on the sideline.
And too close to Rick. That's not good.
No.
You're going to knock it out.
In his early 70s. I mean, just looking through his history and how much he's had success across the board, along with in this specific arena, too.
Absolutely. His lifestyle, 5 in the morning, working out. Some of my friends are just coming in.
Okay, yeah.
But then he goes all day long.
He does individual workouts.
Yeah.
Great story in The Athletic today about his routine. Mitchell wheeling in the lane against Ejiofor, and he threw it over the backboard.
See, they complement one another. If you beat one, you're going to find somebody else setting up a wall. The rotation is extraordinary.
The way Shaka Smart said it, he talked to both of us about helping the helper.
Nice play. Nice steal here, Lewis wisely. You can't relax. Either way, great read.
Turnovers could be a huge story tonight.
Absolutely. A little nickel diamond here. Great Scott. Well, you got to really value the basketball. Nice open presentation, Mitchell. And right here, you cough it right up. An alert defender in Lewis.
Boy, that's not Stevie Mitchell's style to be lackadaisical even a little bit with a pass.
Watch the inbounder now.
Cam Jones does get it back.
Hasn't been able to turn. Ejiofor can guard 5 through 1.
And he forced the turnover.
That's him. You're right. He steps it up and gets after people. I think we're going to see a number of TOs, not timeouts.
I mean, a weird box score from the UConn game. The forced turnovers for Marquette. A big number and a takeaway there.
Not a good flare screen setup. Look at the recovery.
Ejiofor again.
Yeah. Go to the rim.
He wanted to. Now the step back is no good. Lewis driving past Gold. Look out. Follow for Ejiofor, and he's fouled. Cam Jones on his back.
Almost like a pass. He knew he had 2 blue shirts on him. Wisely getting to the rim. Ejiofor. What an addition this kid has been.
Year number 2 after the 1 season at Kansas. He's got 6 double-doubles this year. And Rick Pitino was talking about, as you're driving, get in Zuby Ejiofor's vision during shoot-around today. They play so much, Raph, inside the arc. They have a great feel for each other inside the paint.
It's all about work, I think. You know he can block shots. You know he can handle his guy. But if you're beaten, the setup defensively, the help, as you mentioned earlier, is always there. And the rotation.
That's short. And a rebound down to the ground, taken away by Ejiofor.
Everybody hustling.
Richmond.
That's his game.
He lives there.
He owns that 3-second lane. Felt looking. Will bite you once in a blue move with that 3, but mostly in the key and rim area.
He's played so much college basketball. Such a good feel. Here is one of the reserves, Trey Norman on the drive. Not a big-time scorer, so he'll find Jones.
Yeah, not a 3-point scorer.
Jones will.
They're not getting good shots at all.
Boy, if you like defense in college basketball, this is a game for you. Richmond, that's nasty. And they dropped it in.
How about that? Head and shoulder. Big time stick.
Brooklyn's own.
Show a little more range, though.
Right?
Going to his left, he's Super Jones.
Joplin. No.
Everything contested.
And one and done.
Will blur and slip.
There it is. Ejiofor whips it across the lane, and the stuff missed by Scott. Brilliant passing.
Unbelievable. Just can't finish. Look at the help and still the challenge on the pass.
There's a St. John's player in front of every driver. Here's Richmond.
Good give and give back.
Wiltshire will take it himself. Score and a foul.
Nice give. Richmond, New York's own, via Syracuse and Seton Hall. I think a different player with some solid contributions to this team. Whether it's his passing, dribble drive, or ability to stick that mid-ranger, he is a tough out right here. Look at that. A little lingerie on the deck in Manhattan. Woo. Felony.